In the crowd, the wicked in the crowd, Nafisa.
They say that in a city of 20 million people, it is truly impossible to be alone. But I beg to differ here. If you have ever been a 5-year-old child standing in the middle of a busy street in Mumbai, you know that this isn't the truth. For those of you who haven't experienced Mumbai, imagine the wildness, madness of chickpea on a Sunday afternoon. Now add to that a strong scent of smell of strong pan and petrol, thousands of honking auto rickshaws in the background, and a tide of human beings moving here and there with a different direction but with a determined purpose. Everybody is chasing something, everybody is trying to be somewhere else. At one moment I was holding a hand, and the very next moment I was drowning in a sea of knees and shopping bags. My dear friends and Toastmasters, have you ever lost the sight of a person in a crowd for just 3 seconds? Yeah? Felt your stomach suddenly sink? Multiply that feeling 3,000 times. I was stuck in that kind of chaos. This is a parent nightmare, isn't it? My father thought I was with my mother, and my mother was certain that I was with my father. And there I was, lost in the chaos of Mumbai. I was crying out very loudly, looking at random people with my arms spread wide open, hoping that somebody would just look at me, notice me, help me. But my tiny sound was completely engulfed by the loud screams of street vendors in Mumbai. 200 for 3, ma'am, 200 for 3, buy 2 get 1, buy 3 get 1. The world did not pause, just because I was scared. So before this tragic incident happened to me, my dad did something very small. After a very intense, dramatic negotiation, or rather pleading from my side, my father agreed to tie not 1 but 3 helium balloons on my wrist. What a proud moment it was for a 5-year-old. I was very happy then. So that night, as I stood in that busy street, scared, worried, crying, I learned another terrifying thing about adulthood. Hundreds of people brushed past me. Maybe they had places to be at, errands to run, bargains to win, who knows, purchases to make. But for all of those people, I was merely a background noise. For sure, some people looked at me with sympathy, poor child. Some looked at me from far, unsure what to do. But the very next second, they went back to their perks. Aren't we all living like this? Surrounded, but yet so disconnected? So, as the tears in my eyes started all welling up, my vision was blurry. But suddenly, a hand approached me. Nope, it was not my father. And nope, it was no superhero. It was a random footwear seller in Mumbai. An old man, a man who spent his major days catering to the feet of other people, selling footwears, arranging those footwears on a dirty plastic sheet. When you look at him, you know that his features tell you the story of his harsh Mumbai struggles. His shirt was somewhat torn, his hands were very rough, but his grip was very strong. And he very gently approached me and asked me in Hindi, "Child, where is your father?" I couldn't answer. I was crying and my sobs were even louder. He immediately picked me up on his shoulders and he patted me, he consoled me. He did not need any more answers from me. But the moment he picked me up, something changed. I was now not looking at the knees of people. I was looking at the top, the heads of the people. I was not drowning, but I was floating. And those 3 balloons, they were dancing wildly over the heads of all these people like a signal. Toastmasters, we are always told, fear the strangers. Don't talk to them. Don't trust them. Be wary of them. Of course, exercise caution. But in my moment of greatest fear, I found safety in the hands of a stranger whose name I never learned. balloons from half a block away. He rushed to the scene, terrified, tired, not knowing whom to expect, what to see. And that old man did not hand me over so easily to him. Oh no, he did not. He scolded him. Don't you dare have children if you do not know how to take care of them. Don't you know that the streets of Mumbai are not safe? He was very fierce with my father, but also very gentle with me. He held me tight one last second before handing me over to my father, who was very apologetic. And just like that, he became invisible to the crowd, invisible to everyone, lost in all that chaos. We often think that to make a drastic impact, we need power, connections, money, platform. But we fail to realize that to make an impact, all you need is to notice and to take action. My father did not find me because I screamed the loudest. My father found me because somebody chose to step up and pick me up and give me the view. Till date, when I go back to Mumbai, I think of that old vendor. I scan that rows of vendors hoping to see that man, but I don't remember his face, but I still remember the warmth of his action. So my dear Toastmasters, I leave you all with this message. To make an impact, you don't need to make a miracle happen. Pause your urgency and help maybe someone with an emergency. Don't just walk past. May you all have the patience to pause, the strength to lift someone, to help someone. And please always remember that in a city filled with 20,000 people, nobody is truly alone if somebody takes note of them, chooses to take note of them. Thank you, and over to the back.